Alright, hello everyone, my name is Veritas and welcome back to Destiny 2. Now, a little recap, this is long after the campaign is finished. I decided to do some solo adventuring in the relative PvE endgame before the raid comes out. This is before the raid, this video will be out after the raid. I don't know if I've recorded the raid yet, so I have no idea. The weapon I'm using right now is the Mida multi-tool. I also have the Mida mini-tool. These are items you get from doing the EDZ questline post-campaign. If you go to your director, you will see every planet destination has a specific questline. Obviously, the EDZ does not anymore, but Titan has Enemy of My Enemy. Nessus has one for Failsafe. I've already talked to her. It is now to go and do that. Each planet has one of these, and as far as I know, they all drop some kind of nice legendary or exotic weapon. So I decided to go and do them, since I have nothing else to do right now, and I wanted to make a couple more videos on Destiny 2 because I said I was going to do a lot of stuff on it, so I figured this would be a nice way to do it. So, chase Fallen out of the control center. I believe this is trying to not make the thing fall.
I presume Sloane's briefed you.
We go in, we scare the Fallen out of the control center, we get out.
Affirmative. Reports say we're dealing with one captain and his crew. This should be routine for someone like you.
So the Mida multi-tool and the Mida mini-tool come from the EDZ questline, which was pretty interesting. I kind of wish I'd recorded it. Maybe I'll do it on my Hunter or something, as a way to like show you guys what it was. Because it was a nice questline about the Fallen. This one seems to also be about the Fallen, though, which is interesting. Go ahead and do this. So, these missions, I don't really know, like, what they're really about. I just know that they're kind of, like, between story missions and side quests in terms of length. So, hopefully they'll be interesting to run around through. I also figured I'll do some of the,
That barrier's energy spectrum matches this servitor's. It could be a coincidence.
I also figured that I would do some of the, like, side mission things, the adventures on the planets, because those might be interesting to do as well. Because the ones I've done so far on my Warlock have actually been pretty interesting, and I kind of wish I was recording them. So, I think for the foreseeable future, I'll just record all those and upload them in bulk, you know, like maybe 2 or 3 at a time. Maybe, we'll see. So what is this thing? It like sounds like it's a shrieker, but it isn't. I'm not a huge fan of the Mida mini tool, but the Mida multi-tool is still awesome. It looks gorgeous. Oh, this is open now. What are we doing? Override the door control and follow the Fallen. Hi. He still calls you a cockbag. What a nice guy. Oh. These are so green. Eliminate or examine data taps. Oh, he ran the fuck away. He got the F out of Dodge. I need an arc weapon. I like the Mida mini tool. Maybe it's a Mida tool, but I don't really care for it as a weapon. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll leave the Mida on, but we're gonna put on an arc secondary.
Looks like they wanted data, not systems control. Linking up with their taps.
Alright. What are we doing? Linking up with their taps? Got it. Now what? Well, now we have Hive. Now I need a solar weapon. Good. Take off the Mida mini tool. Need solar. Let's do that quickly before we get overrun. Where is it? So I'm kind of curious if Bungie's gonna patch this build or not. The Voidwalker Devour tree is a little overpowered, in that you can't really die using it, because Devour procs on everything, and grenades come back through kills, and it just doesn't seem right. I'm kind of curious what the Hive are doing here. I mean, I know that this is like the moon of Destiny 2, so the Hive should be here, but what are they doing with the Fallen stuff? I guess the Fallen are kind of integrated into it. Thank you. You'll notice that I still have the Devour buff on the bottom left over there, and it refreshes every time I get a kill.
We've got. Let's move.
It's a little ridiculous. So every time that I get a kill while Devour is active, it refreshes my grenade ability, which is why my grenade's back. Consuming my grenade regenerates my health instantly. It's no regen, it just brings my health back to full. And every time Devour procs from getting a kill while Devour is active, it instantly recharges my health as well, and resets the timer. So as long as I'm getting kills while Devour is active, I basically can't die. So 1 kill every 8 to 9 seconds, and I can live forever. Obviously, unless I take critical damage, like dying to an explosion or something, but otherwise, it's always up. Especially with this helmet I have on.
I can get this open. Just hold them off.
Void damage kills increase ability energy recharge rate. So, using that with like a void secondary, it's a little ridiculous. And refreshed. I feel like Devour is broken. I don't think it was ever meant to be this good. Bye-bye. And maybe if this is intentional, they need to tweak it a little bit, because it's a little bit too strong. Then again, it really only works for trash mobs, but even in boss encounters, there are still trash mobs to kill, so it might... I don't know, I don't feel like it was tested very well. I'm also not used to using a scout rifle. I guess Mida gives you enemy tracking when you aim on sights? I didn't know that. I haven't, this is the first time I've even touched the Mida multi-tool since I got it, so.
Oh, we're through. I hope this data is worth it.
Indeed. In the meantime, you've ensured the rig will stand for at least one more day.
Well said, sir. Come on by when you can, Guardian. We'll get a look at what you got.
Let's see. We're heading back to Sloane? Alright, let's head back to Sloane. So these quest lines, I think they unlock after the campaign is over. Like I said, there's one on each planet, and they're multi-step. The one on the EDZ gave me a legendary energy weapon, like halfway through, and then it led to an exotic that was tied to the legendary. Like mini-tool to multi-tool. So I'm curious of what this planet has.
Welcome back. I had Holiday look at the data you pulled. She says somewhere on this tub is a methane reactor, untouched since the Golden Age. The wave generators you restored cover our critical functions, but the more systems we bring online, the more power we need. If you can find that reactor, we'll finally be in the green. And maybe, just maybe, we can get a little rest.
I really like Sloane. I like her character more and more as the campaign and the story missions and stuff go on. The data you recovered indicate there is a functional methane reactor somewhere on the abandoned rig. If you can recover it, someone will be able to prevent additional power shortages. Find methane reactor. I'm on it. Also, once you've done all the side missions, the adventures in a given patrol zone, they become redoable from the location Vanguard.
Good luck, Warlock.
Which is really neat, actually. I hope they do something like that with the story missions, too. I'd like to be able to repeat story missions as well as these quest lines. Because they're pretty neat. Well, I guess the story missions you can repeat with Ikora, but they're random. I hope eventually that they unlock all of them to be done, like, somewhere. Maybe from, like, an abandoned quest kiosk or something like that. I'd like to be able to redo them. Because the story missions are actually really nice. They're incredibly well done. Like, the campaign in this game is so good. Even though I feel like the ending was kind of rushed too. There was a definite switch in speed in the middle of the campaign, which I voiced my concerns with. Where are we going? Do I genuinely have to find this thing? Like, go look for it, or do I have a quest marker? Ah, there it is. Yeah, let's go to that. Okay. I was gonna be really concerned there for a second that I actually had to go and look for this. But yeah, I'd like if the campaign missions themselves, the Red War quest chain, was repeatable from the director. Or at least you could go to, like, the area... like, you can go to Devrim in the EDZ, and underneath Adventures it would have the Red War quest line, the stuff that was available there. Or even give it to an NPC to do, because that would make more sense. It wouldn't make sense to do all the EDZ stuff in a row, because you go back and forth, so. Find methane reactor and end the Arcology's power shortages.
With your data, Holiday's been able to dig out the locations of 2 terminals in the reactor's auxiliary system. They appear to be on the fritz.
We need you to get in there and cycle the power. That should clear up the noise and restore the core systems as well.
Okay. I can do that. So there's something about the mini tool being equipped while Mita's equipped that increases my speed, but I don't really know what that means. Because Mita's different in this game. They tweaked what it does. It just gives you a movement boost now, which is interesting. Alright, let's look at it before I activate something. Alright, let's look at this real quick. Okay, Mita multi-tool boosts movement speed, radar stays active when ADS. Okay, mini tool. This weapon grants speed benefits when Mita multi-tool is also equipped. Boosts move speed, grants speed benefits. Move faster with this weapon. Is there a better description of this, or am I just crazy? This weapon grants speed benefits when Mita multi-tool is also equipped. What does that mean? It sounds like it's repetitive. This increases your speed, and this also increases your speed. So you just get double speed? I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and put some new stuff on, though. I don't need Mita right now. This is too close quarters for Mita. It really is. That's solar. I'll keep it on. Do I have... I don't really have a good heavy weapon. Let's try this out. I'm curious as to how strong that is. And then if we do that, we can put something on here. Like this. There we go.
Cycling power. Let's find the other one.
Alright. I want to test how fast this shotgun fires, but I only have 1 shell, so that's going to be kind of difficult. Sunshot's pretty nice. I quite enjoy it. It seems like if you have already gotten the exotic from an engram, it doesn't show up at Asher Mir's inventory when you do the campaign. Because when we went through the campaign, I picked up Graviton Lance, and then I played my Hunter, and when I was playing through my Hunter, I picked up Graviton Lance on my Warlock, my first character through. Then I unlocked an engram, and it gave me Sunshot. Then when I played through on my Hunter... That doesn't seem right. No, it gave me Risk Runner. So basically, I had Graviton Lance from the quest, I got Risk Runner from an engram, and then when I went to go to Asher Mir, the only available weapon I had from him was Sunshot. So it took Risk Runner out of his pool. So I'm assuming, if you were to pick up, say, Graviton Lance, and then you got Risk Runner and Sunshot from engrams after that, and then went to Asher Mir on a 3rd character or a 2nd character, I don't know if he'd actually have any rewards for you for that. I guess the same would be true for the armor pieces you get from Sloane as well, if you somehow manage to do that. But I don't think you can get different class armors. Did I just run past where I was supposed to go? I don't think you can get, like, Hunter armor on a Warlock when decrypting engrams. At least it hasn't happened to me yet. In fact, when I got this helmet that I have on now, I thought it was a Titan helmet. It looks so bulky for a Warlock. Sunshot's really nice. I did just run right past it.
That's 2. Wait. Devices that require multiple separate activations. Aren't those, you know, really dangerous?
Yeah, like nuclear launch
Did I
codes.
say the reactor was safe?
Here I was thinking you liked us.
The people Sloane likes tend to wind up in crossfire and indefensible positions. Ask me how I know.
It's because I trust you to survive, Commander. All right, with those terminals refreshed rushed, we've pinpointed the reactor's boot-up console. Light him up.
Okay. I can do that. I really enjoy the bright engram system, like the like prestige levels after 20, because before it was just a couple motes of light and that's whatever. But in this game, the bright engrams are really nice because you can unlock some really neat stuff. Like you can get a sparrow before the campaign's over and then not have to pull your hair out while running across the entirety of Io or something like that. It's pretty nice. And you can also drag your sparrows to alts. So if you get one character like through the campaign, just take your sparrow and put it on the alt, you're going to level up because it makes the game not a slog. And I know people were concerned that the campaign was artificially lengthened by the fact that you couldn't use your sparrow, but I didn't find that it was any shorter when I could use my sparrow. There was a lot less travel time, it didn't make the campaign seem shorter, just made it seem more efficient, I guess would be the word for that. Sunshot's so nice. It's the only hand cannon I've liked in the game so far. Graviton Lance is the only pulse rifle I like, even though it acts like a scout. Fun fact, if you want to use the Graviton Lance effectively, pretend it's a scout rifle. It changes the way the gun handles, and it makes it a lot easier to use. Alright. This is loaded. Good. I'm glad that critical damage is back on shotguns. This thing seems to shoot pretty quickly, though. What are you? Barricade servitor. Interesting. So you'll notice I ate my grenade to regen my health instantly with no recharge, and now everything I kill is regenerating my grenade, and my grenade's already back. Infernal Core? Oh, Infernal Ogre. NA Education. I like this shotgun a lot, actually. It's pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of the Suros builds, but I don't even think this is a Suros build. It might be Hake. No, it's not Hake. I don't know what it is. Oh, there's a walker in here. How'd they get a walker? Is this an open from the sky? How'd they get a walker in here? Questions for another day, I guess. I'm really happy they brought back critical damage on shotguns. Hitboxes seem a little weird still, though. It has more health than I thought it did. I don't have my grenade back, so I can't be cheeky about it. I don't even have to fight this thing, but I feel like it's appropriate. Don't kill me. These things are so annoying to fight on your own, because you can't, like, it constantly turns to look at you, so there's really no way to do anything about it. If I get too close. There we go. Reload. Got him. Tango down. I killed it because I feel like I kind of feel like the big enemies like walkers and stuff have an increased chance of dropping legendary engrams. From what I've noticed, like kind of like mini bosses and stuff like those tend to drop legendaries more. Like the war beast that spawned with the heroic extractor public events seem to drop legendary engrams quite frequently. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just a placebo effect, but from my experience, it seems to be that way. I love Titan. It's so cool, especially this indoor area. The indoor area is really nice. Why did I get EDZ tokens for that? This makes Hive really easy. The Sunshot. Don't mind me. I'm glad that the Thrall are a one-shot kill with this thing. I've been noticing while I've been playing through this, though, that the way the weapon systems work now, and the way, like, I really love viced weapons. But I've been noticing that, like, the gunplay in this one, like, the weapon classes you get, the modifications on stuff, the way some of the guns reload and handle, it feels like Borderlands. Like, the gun, like, the weapon economy is like Borderlands, and I love it.
Golden Age safety checkpoints. Still operational, too.
Like, I really, really love that it's like the Destiny universe with, like, the Borderland weapon economy. And it's super. Can I walk through this? No. How? Let me add some salt.
Hey, look who it is. The captain. He's stuck. Too bad.
Don't let him distract you. Wake up that reactor.
Oh, they're in a box. I have the sun in my hand cannon. Devour also procs off of melee, but melee doesn't regenerate off of kills. So it's less effective to use your melee ability, but you can do it if you need to. What am I doing? Ah. Of course, from this side.
I didn't mean to free the captain.
What are you doing, Ghost? Hi. I don't want to be near that door.
We're free. Let's get out of here.
I can see the reactor on heat scans, bright and clear. Well done, Guardian. Now all we have to do is get to it before the Fallen do. Should be easy, right?
Sprinkle some sassy seasoning. Okay. That was kind of weird. I guess we freed it, but they also used the servitor grasp effect. Solarium. Okay. I'm very not near that. Are you a public event? You were. Cool. Enjoy your loot, person. The instant spawn sparrows are still trippy as shit. I gotta get used to them. The quest line should be over here, if I remember correctly. It's like just inside the solarium, which is this giant thing in the ocean. I really hope this is something else later on. Like, I feel like this would be like a nice raid place. Like a nice hive raid or something, or a strike should be here. Oh, I guess there is a strike here. Savathun's song is in this place. I guess that covers my bases then. There was a hole there. You learn something new every day. Fair enough. There is a hole there. Man, I really don't like how they've destroyed grenades in this game. The heat seek grenades are just bad now, and it's unfortunate. Enemy of my enemy. Find the methane reactor for Sloane before the Captain Fallen does. Captain Fallen. That's how English works.
Thanks to you, the reactor is online.
It's like I'm reading
We know
English
just
through
where it
Spanish.
is. Dropping coordinates now.
Okay.
The problem is that Fallen Captain. He's been one step ahead of us this whole time.
I want this as a shader.
So we do this fast. We've got this.
I want, like, the armor to be these panels, and then the creases on my, like, where the fusings on the plates and stuff are on my armor to be that color. That would be so neat. Give me like fire armor with like a mosaic pattern on the armor. It'd be nice. What are we doing? This yes, the heavy shank guards the path forward. Hello. Mithrax the Forsaken. Excuse me while I never die again. Thank you. I hear a servitor. Yep, there it is. I love the salty mode, it's so good. The other thing about the weapon economy now is that I kind of forget that I have a primary weapon. Like, unless I run out of energy ammo, I don't ever think to use my primary, which is nice because you end up having 2 primary weapons. Which is just, it's nice, I like it. I really like how they change things. I don't know how I feel about there not being machine guns, though. Like, heavy machine guns. I love my LMGs. See? Those things drop legendaries. The, quote-unquote more important enemies in the stuff seem to, at least. It's completely random, and I'm sure there's no actual math behind it, but it just seems that way to me. Anyway, like I was saying earlier about the grenades being destroyed in Destiny 2, things like arc bolts, Axion bolt, anything that has to scan an area and track stuff doesn't scan out of line of sight, which is really annoying. What does that say? Reverent Wizard. Even flux grenades and stuff don't bounce around corners. Or skip grenades, sorry. They just don't track around corners anymore. They're not heat-seeking, they're line of sighting. It's very frustrating, honestly. And I wonder if it's a Crucible balance thing that they did that with them. Because you could throw an Axion bolt around a corner and get like a... Like, if you overcharge an Axion bolt with the Chaos tree and then threw it on a control point in Crucible, you could wipe an entire team. I did it in the beta like twice. It was awesome. But I can see how that would be unbalanced. So, I don't know. For PvE, it's kind of frustrating that I can't throw an Axion bolt around a corner and kill a bunch of stuff. I actually have to see the things I'm shooting, which is annoying. Okay, looks like I'm coming back through this way. It always sends you the same way through this strike, which is weird. Except now I've never been this direction. Only live once. Okay. Technically you only die once, but whatever. That's enough. I like this shotgun a lot. I just got it recently, and I haven't actually been able to use it until just now, and I like it. It's always good.
That had to hurt.
What the fuck? I hear a servitor. Where is it? Sounds like a big servitor. Maybe I'm crazy. The secret is there is no servitor. Alright, I'm not on Bloom. I thought it was gonna kill me. I'm so used to Bloom killing me from environmental damage.
Watch out.
Watch out for what? Solve that problem. So much fire. It's not full auto. The fact I still have Devour-on's a little ridiculous. It's gonna wear out right before I get to these enemies, isn't it? Yep. Hi. I like that servitors actually serve a purpose now, because before they just kind of like empower nearby Fallen. In this one, they actually make them immune, which is it makes servitors like a focus point instead of just being like a nuisance.
Sloane, why do the Fallen want the reactor?
For ether production, probably. They hook up a big servitor to it, they double or triple output. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Selkus the Instructor. The other thing I like about this one is that they kind of gave Fallen real names this time. Or not real names, but they gave them like... They're more descriptive. Oh, that's fucking horrifying, actually. Because like, you'll go through like a side mission and it'll be like... I don't think he was supposed to teleport above the ceiling. But you'll go into a mission and it'll be like... It'll give him like... This is his name, he is the barricade guy. Like, so you know what you're fighting as opposed to it just being random shit. I don't think you're supposed to be up there, buddy. Can you come back down? Oh, you're going up there to... I get it now. The Arboretum.
I can't believe that captain's still ahead of us. He's much cleverer than most of the captains we've met. Well, I say met, but you know what I mean.
That we've murdered in cold blood. Oh man, that sound when like big machines die, that rum 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 sound is so good.
Remind me, do we like the Hive or Fallen better?
I prefer fighting Galthor the Subtle and Mithrax the Forsaken.
This captain gave us a good run for it. Not a lot like him out there. Let's get Sloane her reactor.
Can I fall in this? I don't like that it's dipping me down. This looks kind of like... Well, it's not important. Oh, I probably shouldn't shoot it with the sun bullets, but... Transmat?
Hey Sloane, guess what we've got?
Is it a methane reactor?
I believe that was meant to be a rhetorical statement.
Yeah. Anyway, we're bringing it in.
I look forward to your arrival.
Nice. Oh. Oh. That's an exotic quest, I think. The Rat King's crew runs to and fro, good girls and boys know where to go. Pick up your toys and darn your socks, on errands of woe, on errands we walk. Old children's rhyme. Solve this riddle with other rats. Complete, 0 of 3. The Rat King's crew. So this is the Rat King quest line for the exotic sidearm Rat King. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that's the Rat King quest line, which is neat. Alright, good. I'm glad we unlocked that. That's also why we're doing these missions. Apparently just doing the blue quests on planets gives that at random. So, that's pretty neat. I thought you had to do all of them for it, but apparently it's just random. Actually, let's look around real quick. I was noticing this is a reactor room, so is this water cooled or is this just flooded? I love the music though. Like I can't tell if this area is just flooded or if it's meant to be like this, but it's a pretty neat zone. Titan's a really neat place. Even though it is terrifying with its deep methane oceans filled with sea creatures and fan blades and infinite falls into said methane electrified oceans and things hiding below the ocean and terrifying ocean related things. Alright, Sloane, we have a methane reactor, I think.
Guardian, thanks to you, our power shortages are just a bad memory. Between the wave generators and this reactor, we're seeing systems light up we didn't even know existed. You brought a little bit of the Golden Age back to life today, and hell, who knows what tomorrow will bring.
Probably me doing more stuff. You recovered the methane reactor and helped prevent further power shortages. All systems are fully functional. Sloane thanks you. Cool. Well, I'm glad I could have been assistance. Could be of assistance. English. Jesus Christ. What did I get for that? Don't need this. Inventory. I got an engram, right? Okay. Well, neat. That's cool. Okay, so that's the quest here, then. So Earth was Mida. This planet was an engram.
I'll tell them, sir, but
I don't have anything to do. Is anything here?
but I think they take the news better coming from you.
I do not. Now let's go here. Let's go here and turn all of our stuff in, and we'll head to Nessus and do that quest line, which I'm really excited about. Oakley dokley. We got some stuff with the postmaster, and then we have some engrams to turn in.
Welcome back.
So it seems like not every planet has an exotic, which makes sense. As far as I know, there's only 2, but I don't know which planets they are, so we'll go do Nessus next. Regardless, these quest lines are awesome, so I do like them, and I want to do more of them, so I guess we're going to keep going. Because regardless of if they have... So weird. Regardless of if they have exotic rewards, they're still fun to do. So, I think that's going to be it then. So that was preventing bad things from happening on Titan. So I guess next we're going to Nessus and preventing bad things from happening there. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if this was 1 part or 2. It seemed a little bit long for 1 part, but who knows how I have this edited. But that's it for Titan. I will see you guys on Nessus in the next part. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, very much appreciated. And as always, until next time.
Remind me, do we like the Hive or Fallen better? I think that captain just gave us the reactor. You think you understand the Fallen, and then... Well, let's take it. Sloane's waiting. Sloane, you'll never guess what happened.
You killed a captain and found a methane reactor?
We didn't kill him. He let us have it. Just looked at us and left.
Fascinating. This is an excellent reminder that the universe is a complicated place. That perhaps there are more things in the heavens that can be dreamt of in our philosophy. At any rate, bring in your prize, Guardian.